bike is a top-to-bottom redo and will feature new pistons, conrods, valves, combustion chambers, increased compression ratio from 12.65:1 to 13.25:1, and camshafts, with forward momentum conveyed via a new gearbox with new final drives. Shorter for harder, faster acceleration. Being 3 separate models, there are differences in suspension and brakes, with the 765R running the Showa 41mm separate function big piston fork SFBPF and the Showa monoshock, with the RS getting the higher spec Showa big piston fork BPF 41mm. And Öhlins STX40 shocks. If one is lucky to get their hands on one of the Moto2 variants, it will be gifted with the same Öhlins NIX30 fork and STX40 shock as the RS. As for the brakes, the R gets dual Brembo M4.32 4-piston radial calipers working with a 310mm full float disc for the front and single-piston calipers at the rear. The RS and Moto2, however, get radially mounted 4-piston Brembo Stylema R calipers, 310mm full float discs, and a Brembo MCS radial master cylinder with adjustable range and ratio levers. The single piston caliper, the same as on the R, fits both the RS and Moto2. There are also differences in tires, with the R coming with Continental ContiRoad tires while the RS and Moto2 versions get track-specific Pirelli Diablo Supercorsa SPV3 tires. Interestingly, there are changes between the 3 chassis that separate the R from the RS and Moto2, with the 2 higher spec models receiving a steeper slope of 23.2 degrees for RS and 23.0 degrees for Moto2 versus 23.7 degrees for R and higher. Rear mount height for more precise turning performance on the track. There's also slight variation in wheelbase, with 55.2 inches for the R, 55.08 inches for the RS and 55 inches for the Moto2. All 3 models feature the same chassis architecture in an aluminum beam twin spar frame with a 2-piece high-pressure die-cast rear subframe and a seagull wing-style swingarm. Ergonomics-wise, the R rolls around with a seat height of 32.52 inches, compared to 32.91 inches for the RS and 33.03 inches for the Moto2. The R and RS get one-piece handlebars that are 0.47 inches wider while the Moto2 gets clip-on handlebars that sit 3.1 inches lower and 1.97 inches further forward for added weight up front. As one might expect, the electronics have been a major improvement point for 2023. The inertial measurement unit takes control of the new ABS cornering and traction control settings. There's a revised quickshifter for clutchless up and down shifts and a new wheelie control algorithm. Within the 5-inch TFT dashboard, you'll be able to switch through 4 riding modes on the 765R of Road, Rain, Sport, and Rider configurable, while the RS and Moto2 will get 5 ride modes as well as laps onboard. Timer, extra being track for the most aggressive performance. On the other hand, Rain mode limits the bike to 98 horsepower and improves ABS intervention and traction control. The dashboard activates Triumph's My Triumph system, allowing access to turn-by-turn navigation, phone controls and music operations via the Bluetooth module compatible with My Triumph accessories and the My Triumph app. The new Street Triple Range thus takes aim at machines such as the Yamaha MT-09 SP, Brutale 800 MV Agusta and the KTM 890 Duke R range, and considering there are now limited edition versions in the Street Triple Range, it seems Triumph has it all. Closed base.